Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Robert and Kalyn Get Rich Show.
Cue the music!
That's right. This is the Robert and Kalyn Get Rich Show. This is episode 83. Today is January 30th. I know, check your watch. The day this is coming out is the same day that we're recording. New style, new format. We're going to see what works and what doesn't, and then we're just going to go back to the old style anyway.
Yeah.
Because this creates too much stress and pressure and marital strife, people. Listen, if you want to do one thing that's good for your marriage, stay out of podcasting, all right?
That's true. Very true. Sage advice.
All right. In today's wild ride of an episode, we cover such topics as...
How many people are killed by different animals per year?
the crash in the silver market.
Major themes in Major League and the movie, as well as other baseball movies.
Kevin Warsh, new Fed chairman.
No!
Sell your silver!
No!
Run!
Oh, no! No!
All right.
God!
Before we get into it, click that like and subscribe button. Leave us a message. Send us an email at robertandkaylyngetrich@gmail.com. And the one thing we do not want you to do
is take this as financial or investment
You're so
advice.
right. All right, strap in. It's going to be a wild ride. Here we go.
Woo!
Here we go. New format, new
Yeah.
energy levels. I'm going to take all those bad feelings and cast them aside because it is time for the Robert and Kalyn
In the
Get
wind.
Rich Show.
That's right.
I was grumpy.
Ready for some fun.
I was grumpy, but
Yeah,
no more.
I saw that.
You can tell. Here are a couple of triggers for me. One is you make a decision and you get something, and then it becomes my problem. So,
Yeah.
so
I gotta send you this comedian. She talks about this. She's like, men and women. She's like, I've been married and divorced 3 times, so I've learned some things. Ladies, listen. Like, if you go and ask a man, how do you want to decorate? The real answer is quietly. Or like, why are you doing it at all? Stop moving my shit around. I like this couch. It's comfortable. Like, why are you spending money? And don't move my things, blah, 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 whatever.
absolutely.
I'm just
If you
kidding.
decide you need a new television and you bring the television home and you unbox the television and you set and you can't get it to connect, I don't care. I don't want to be involved. I didn't think we needed a new television. I'm perfectly comfortable over here on my phone reading my book and not being bothered by this bullshit. I'm fundamentally lazy to
Right.
start, but me, I've got to just snap to
you're
and smile.
Cool as a cute.
Oh boy, a trip to Home Goods. I can't. I've been waiting for this moment.
I've been thinking that we needed some more decor. Like, we need some more, candles and, and like pillows, throw pillows.
Yeah, you would have really enjoyed that interaction earlier this week where that decoration thing. She wanted to redo that room that's just outside the plant room, and she's like, "What are you thinking needs to happen in this?"
It just reminds me of that day that when you guys were getting the hot tub, and she's like, Robert, don't you think we need another 10 feet of patio space? And I was like, that thought has never crossed my brother's mind, not once. He's never looked out here and been like, you know what we need? Another 10 square feet right here. Like, never. Like,
and my mind is going, how do I answer this question in such a way that signal that indicates that I don't actually care, but
You're gonna love this comedian. Like, she has another thing where she's like, you come to a man with a question, and his first thing he's thinking is like, how do I shut this shit down? Like, I don't. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, that's so good. Frank and I, Frank invited me to tickets at a comedy show at kind of this divey bar in Cleveland, and we show up, and evidently the thing immediately before the comedy show was drag queen bingo hour. So
oh, fun.
And this comedian's day job is like a plumber or something, and it's like one of his jokes is like, I'm trying to get good at plumbing, so I can give this comedy shit up and just focus on being a handyman or whatever. But the whole
funny.
crowd in the back bar area is guys who look more or less like Frank Thomas, who's, ex-Marine,
right.
steelworker,
Right.
motorcycle riding guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
on the other side of the bar are the types of people who might go to drag
that
queen.
look like Frank, but like have no facial hair and are wearing big wigs and sequin dresses.
Yeah, you got it. And it turns out if you look around, the people that want to go to bingo, drag queen bingo hour are predominantly women and then gay, gay men.
We love drag queens.
We love the drag queens. We love it.
Yeah, and gay men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's better than watching women run around in women's clothing. Initially, it was supposed to be him and Lisa. I was the backup plan for Lisa, and he's like, "Thank God it was you, because Lisa would not abide." And these guys were dirty too, man. There was just like so many freaking jokes about like. I mean, they were talking about being bottoms and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is not for me."
You're like, okay.
a little whatever goes a long way in this department.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I swear I'm totally becoming get off my lawn guy, but and I'm pretty tolerant, pretty moderate guy. But routinely with Andre, I'm like, here we go on this TV show again. There's got to be a gay couple. There's got to be an interracial couple. NPR did a segment about mahjong spreading popularity, and there was a bit about how the Chinese girl felt like her culture was being co-opted, and how the gay man had settled into a gay tolerant synagogue, and I'm like, what do these parts have anything to do with anything?
You're like, I'm not really relating here.
Like, can we use data and talk about how much more mahjong is being played, and the industry association has sold 20 times as many tiles in 26 as they did at 16 or something? Like, I don't know.
Like with appropriation, maybe it's because I'm white. I don't know, but I'm like, what's the big issue? Like. I don't know. Like, why are you bothered by the fact that we're playing mahjong these days? Like,
yeah,
just curious. I mean, people don't seem to throw up a fuss because we like listen to hip hop, and I mean,
there was something about these people don't play it the way that I learned growing up, or something like that. So we're losing of pieces, and I'm like, bitch.
You're like, you guys should go have a talk with the Chief Wahoo people. They also feel very much like it's fundamentally changed what they grew up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this item on my list that links directly to this, and I'm listening to this podcast, and they have on someone, it's a moderate liberal-ish podcast, and so they're critical of Donald Trump, no doubt. But the guy talks about, obviously Jewish, but he references, well, he's obviously Jewish because he's like, Shmuel, you don't.
He's like, no deal. Like, Shabbat Shalom. Like, I love Israel. Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm assuming he's Jewish because who else? He referred to the Zelensky moment in the White House, in the Oval Office. You remember when J.D. Vance and Trump start tearing into Zelensky and tell him, why didn't you say thank you? And why don't you wear a suit to the White House?
Oh, that guy. That guy.
And so
I was like, who's Zelensky again? Is he from Palestine?
So this guy goes and starts talking about how this is clearly anti-Semitic, and it's like, it's this clear image of picking on the Jew in the center of the tough guy circle or something. And I'm like, what?
You're like, really? That's what's going on? Yeah.
This is two guys being a dickhead to another world leader. What does it have to? I mean,
right?
It never.
I didn't even know he was Jewish. I thought he was. I'm like, he's Ukrainian, which could be many things.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And I sort of, kind of, in the back of my mind, remembered he was Jewish, but it's not something I had remotely thought about until this guy brought it up. And I'm like, I'm kind of like, you're just you're turning absolutely everything into anti-Semitism if you've decided.
Right.
I mean, I thought I'd ask my local Jew how she felt if she remembered that being a distinct...
I mean, I'm like, he's Jewish? Like...
Oh, well, it is anti-Semitic.
Yeah, totally. That's what was going on there. I've been trying to figure it out. I thought Trump was just being a dick. But no, he's being an anti-Semitic dick. Like... Got it.
At least he didn't play mahjong by the wrong rules.
Right, like, listen, you have to announce, like, hold before somebody, like, whatever, takes their hand off their tile. I don't know. I feel like games are all just, like, fair, like, we can all just play games, too. I mean, Wheel of Fortune, that's white people stuff, but, like, we let everybody else play, you know? Like, you can make bad guesses if you want, but, like, it's allowed. Like,
Wheel of Fortune.
I don't know. I was trying to think of something.
No, but games are a perfect example because I promise you, if we all sat down and we played, I don't know, spades, right? You'd have a certain set of house rules, and like, wait a minute, you can't play you can't trump
like,
the two of clubs.
Monopoly.
Monopoly, great example.
Monopoly, like, nobody knows all the rules to Monopoly. Apparently, we all play it wrong. Like, there's a bunch of rules. Like, you have to go all the way around the board before you can buy anything. Like, that's one rule, apparently, that no one plays by.
Talk about co-opting culture. That's co-opting rich white man culture. So I'm pissed about this.
What the fuck? Get out of our yard.
I'm trying to be a monopolist here. And
yeah. My favorite Monopoly memory, for sure. You guys were in Houston, and Kiara's pretty little. Like, maybe 5 or 6, like, pretty young, right? And we go to sit and play Monopoly, and Monopoly is fun for a little bit, but then it turns brutal. And, like, you had something, and Kiara lands on your square, and she doesn't have enough money. And, like, she just starts crying, and she's like, no! And you're like, well, listen, you've got a couple of options. You can sell me all of your properties. You were so, like, hardcore. She's like, I don't want to lose all of my railroads. It's like, no, make me do it, Daddy. And you're like, but this is how it goes, Kiara. This is the time that you learn this very valuable lesson in life. Like, the poor little girl, like, what? She's just under the table. And I'm like, Robert, really? Like, I'll give you, Kiara, I'll give you some money. Like, shit. Like,
I know, Kalyn, don't teach her.
But you were like, hell no. Like, she's mortgaging all of them. Like,
you gotta go out.
You were like, no, yeah, you made her like 5 offers, none of which were like nice offers. You know, it's like, you can give me all of the railroads, both of your utilities, or you can mortgage everything that you have. You can also just quit now. And she's like, I don't want to. I want to roll again. Like,
my tough dad moment with Cody was, we used to store his backpack in the mudroom, but you put it in the mudroom sink, right? And so, and he had his big binder of Pokemon cards in the backpack. And one time the babysitter put it in the sink as usual, except unlike usual, the sink was full of water. So it soaked and destroyed hundreds, a lot, 2/3 of the Pokemon cards or whatever. And so Cody's crying, and Andre's like, aren't you gonna buy more Pokemon cards? And I'm like, what am I, Pokemon insurance? I don't, like, he bought a, like,
you're like, this is your binder, you should have ensured that it wasn't in the sink. I don't know what the problem is. How am I even involved in this? Like,
this was back in the era, by the way, where I'm like, instead of buying the box set of 2,000 cards, why don't we buy 10 in a sleeve at the same time? You know, do we have to spend all the money and buy all these cards? Because you seem to be almost as happy just opening one little packet. But anyway.
Right. Yeah. God. That's so funny.
So, of course, we ended up going out and buying a whole bunch more Pokemon cards. But I didn't really feel like that was the right... lesson, but...
I don't really remember how the Monopoly scenario ended. I think we just stopped playing. All of us quit. Like, this isn't fun. Because, like, the crying, like, you weren't budging. Kiara is just sobbing. You know, the crocodile tear. No, under the table, and I'm like, okay, this stopped being fun like 6 hands ago, and like, you're clearly going to win already. Like, I mean, it's just like the game ends when like we're all just like run into the ground and smashed into defeat. So I'm like, how about we all just forfeit?
That is how Monopoly goes. It is not a pretty game. It's not even. You're so right about the wave of Monopoly fun. It's like fun for a bit.
Yeah.
It's real
Yeah.
fun, and then it's pretty fun, and like you're trying to miss it, and then it's not fun.
Right. Yeah. Then it's just brutal. Except like one person has a high old time, like collecting, the experience is true short schadenfreude in its purest form. We're just like, ha 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 ha. I've got two hotels on that fucking property. Shit. Like, what are you gonna give me now? Yeah.
All right. Well, I would have said we could have skipped a week, but I know our listeners demand that we must have animal fun facts.
Total. That's true. And this is an extra special day for animal fun facts because I made us a game. Can you see?
Yeah, and I can still hear you. So.
Hooray! Okay.
Wow.
So what we're doing here is I have a list of the top 30. I'm gonna give you 10 guesses. The top 30 most deadly to humans animals. So each per year, right? So how many numbers?
Yep.
Yeah. So you will guess something, and I've got VLOOKUPs that'll tell you if you have a correct answer.
Wow.
So,
Awesome. All right, here I go. Oh, what are the parameters? Do insects count as animals?
Insects do count as animals.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm starting with dogs.
Yeah, dogs do make the list.
I think so.
They are number 4.
Oh, yeah.
Good
See,
job.
I'm not going to fall for, like, saying sharks or something, because I know they're, like, 1,000th, They rank just above Yetis. I got to believe. All right. I'm going to go with horses. Ooh,
number 23. Yeah.
Bees.
Bees, good guess. Number 19.
Right. Spiders.
Spiders, also an excellent guess. Oops. I have to spell things right.
Snakes. I'm not doing that great though. How can I be missing the top? Oh, number 3, snakes. All right, 51,000 deaths.
Yeah.
This is quite the decline, by the way, because going from 51,000 deaths was from snakes to at third to number 19, which is still high. Is bees is only 54 deaths.
Yeah.
What could possibly be? I'm gonna say cows.
Yeah, I mean, it halves with dogs. It is on the list, number 24, 19 deaths per year.
I'm doing pretty good to get all the top 30 responses here. What else would kill a human in mass? Mosquitoes. Does that count?
Excellent guess.
I
yes, number 1.
Should have guessed that first.
726,000 deaths per year.
Gosh.
Okay, the number 2 is like, you wouldn't think of it as an animal, but it is technically
bacteria or something. No, that can't be it.
No.
Technically an animal that I wouldn't think of as an animal, like a fish.
No, I would think you would think of fishes as animals. That's like
because you see the thing is, it is an animal.
That's totally an animal.
I mean, what would you not think is an animal? Like a sea anemone? I mean, I don't think they're running around killing.
No, but there are creatures of the sea are on
no
the list,
doubt
but,
are in the top 30.
That's not the thing that you're not going to think of. I'll just tell you this one.
Humans. Oh, I see.
Humans.
All right, that is a cheat. I gotta say. Objection.
Okay. I'm gonna put it here. Correct rank 2 humans. Yeah. Give me a couple more guesses.
All right, we've got to go with. God, what would possibly kill? Now we got to go with things like sharks. I don't know. That's a terrible guess. Sharks.
Yeah. Number 28. Wow. 5 people per year.
Wow, that's more than. Nothing else that I've guessed.
That's more than nothing else that you picked.
Something like goats or something. Pigs.
Pigs, I don't think. Nope, not on the list.
Bears.
Bears are on the list. Number 29. Good job. 3 people per year.
I'm not good at naming the top ones. I'll tell you that much right now.
No. I mean, the top ones are very surprising. For you've done
remarkably well for top ones. Okay. Scorpions.
Well. Number 9.
Number 9. 3,200 people died from scorpions. Yeah. Wow. All right.
So I'll just move over here. Let me just copy this.
Number 5, snails.
Snails.
You figure from eating them or from? I mean, we're down to 20 deaths a year. Like, get out.
No. That's not right. Oh, yeah. It's this.
21,000 people die from eating.
From snails every year. Yeah. I don't know. Number 6, assassin bugs. I don't know what those are exactly.
You evidently don't want to know.
Bad news. Yeah. Number 7, tsetse flies.
Tsetse.
I looked these up.
Yeah. Yeah, they carry dengue fever. Yes.
They're in Africa. I don't know if that's the other name for it, but it's the African sleeping sickness.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I think so.
Well,
or maybe not.
Yeah.
How do I know?
Number 8 is Acarus roundworms, which are
okay.
so. But that's like I thought of roundworms being like the thing on your skin. That's not what this is.
That's
this
ringworm.
Is oh, that's
big
ringworm.
difference.
Oh.
Annoying skin disorder.
Yeah, that's ringworm.
Or intestinal
not
parasite.
Got it. Yeah. Then number 10, crocodiles.
No shit. Way to go, crocodiles.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 11, tapeworms.
Yeah.
12,
Elephants. Okay. I mean, hippos.
13, tied for 12.
Tied
really,
for 12.
13, yeah.
Hippos are tied for 12. 500 deaths a year at the hands of hippos, or at the mouths of hippos.
Right.
And the buffalo.
Then we did. Right.
That again has to be the African buffalo, because there's just not enough interaction with bison.
Mean, that's a lot of
around here.
It's a lot of people. Oops, shoot, stop it. I want to just drag these down so I can show you more. 15
Deer.
is deer.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, tigers.
Okay, they're higher than I thought. I was probably too cute on some of this, because I was kind of like, well, first of all, you got to have a lot of interaction with these animals. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's why like tigers are. I mean, tigers definitely much more deadly if you interact with them. But like we are around dogs a lot more. And horses.
I picked dogs as my first guess because we're around them a lot and they are pretty violent.
Yeah.
But then I was just like something like cows. I'm like, well, your chances of dying around a cow aren't that high, but there's so many human to cow interactions.
Yeah, and 19 deaths per year. That I find it kind of surprising. Yeah. So we have ants, pufferfish, jellyfish, and pufferfish both beat out bees, which is
stunning.
I mean, pufferfish must be from
a long shot. Well, I did wonder about eating them too, and like what are the various modes.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking about fish a little bit. But. Yeah.
Right.
What I underestimated were the like the parasites and the things in Africa.
And, right. Yeah. Totally. That's where you're in real danger, anyways. I'm just gonna write over these. So leopards and lions, horses, cows, ants, pretty bad.
I got the bottom. I got the last. I got 25 through 30 pretty good, but wolves at 10.
25. Well,
26 spiders. 27 moose at 5. 28 sharks at 5.
Oh yeah, bears. You already got 30 bats. Unless you count.
COVID. Yes. So, I've been thinking about COVID a lot lately because they keep talking about loss of faith in institutions. And one of the events that just I'm no conspiracy theorist, pretty moderate guy, pretty level headed, but the whole thing that it's like it came out of Wuhan, but not the Wuhan bat COVID studying lab, you know? No, not that. It's got to be that wet market down there.
Well, I mean, the wet market was like close by to like the caves for the bats that were started. You know what I mean? Like it could have leaked.
Listen, Kalyn, there's some squalid place near every goddamn bacteria studying lab on Earth.
Well, that's part of the problem. I mean, wet markets are fucking gross. Like that shit's nasty.
Yeah. But
and like. The Chinese will eat what the fuck ever. Also, that's the other thing. I'm like, they're like, I'm not mad at it. Sure, I'll eat that gross ass shit that you're like, you know, like, yeah. Or like you skinned a few kittens on top of this beef that's fine. I'll take it. Does it have some like parasitic stuff? Okay, that's fine. No problem. Like
this is anti-cynetic or something talk here, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, no hate. But
but
they will eat what fucking ever, like.
Yeah, but it was just so quick to be like, nope, no discussion, shut down, no chance it's out of the Wuhan lab, no chance. This place runs like, like a top, it's like, I don't know, guys. Yeah. I don't know. This smacks cover up,
Yeah. That's true.
And I'm not even getting to the part where we're like, shut down all the schools, shut down all the businesses. Never mind that the data says this is your chances of dying from the flu are higher if you're below the age of 60 or something. Like, you know.
I mean, I look back and I'm like, man, I don't know anybody who died, and I know lots of people have had COVID now, like at this point. But like people were dying fucking left and right at the beginning, you know? Like, remember New York? Like what a shit show New York was, where they had like the trucks, refrigerated trucks for morgues outside because they ran out of fucking room. And like, we can't put people on ventilators. We like learned a very valuable lesson there.
And you got to put them face down for some reason. No, I met guys. I mean, I know people who died, and they weren't old.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, I think it was bad, but I also, I don't know anybody who's ever died of the flu, but apparently that kills lots of people. Like, as do fucking snails. Like
next week our little game will be what diseases kill the most people.
Ooh. Like, number 1, heart disease. Number 2.
That's in America. You got to live long enough to die of heart disease. So I'm sure malaria is way the hell up there. And stuff like that, dengue fever and the things we've been talking about.
Ebola. Yeah. So you brought up the freezing weather there and over the weekend, and so every time it freezes here, which is like maybe once a year. This weekend we're actually supposed to have another freeze, but I go to January's house. That's my warming center, and hang out there. And this time, so I have an update for you on the
lawsuit.
No. Her she was living at the commune, the communal living situation. Right. Yeah, she was the taskmaster. She was the Andrea role. She like literally like kept track of everyone's tasks around the house.
Oh
and,
my
like,
god!
Yeah,
how exhausting that's got to be. Jesus Christ! Communal people, these like fucking hippies, like all they want to do is hang around and get high, and you're like, damn it, Ryan, it's your time.
You have to go deal with the zucchini. You gotta go fucking hoe the freaking
Nobody
garden.
picked zucchini yesterday. What do you want us to do? The fridge is empty.
I mean, yeah.
We're just gonna.
The loom has sat there doing nothing this whole time. Start working on the loom or whatever. Right. I don't know.
And Ryan's like, why do I gotta be the loom guy? Like,
he's like, hey man,
Sally was
like, dude, I thought this was all about love, man.
Yeah, it is about love and doing your chores.
It's about.
Or we're kicking you out of this commune. I didn't know the commune had rules. Communes have rules. Yeah, you gotta do your chores. And you're out, man. So
right.
All right. So what was the update from Taskmaster? January.
Got on your ear. No, that well, you'd ask me what she did, like how it worked there, and then that's the update. But meanwhile, she's
the taskmaster.
She was the taskmaster, yeah. And so we ended up, we're watching TV and stuff, and like for whatever reason we decided to watch what I've decided now is my favorite movie, and that's Major League.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't even remember watching it when I was like younger or whatever, really. I remembered like Wild Thing, but that was it. And like, man, I loved every moment of it. It was like the best movie watching experience ever. So then immediately after that, we started Bull Durham.
Yep.
And so we've started a new tradition of watching baseball movies, and
just two chicks watching baseball movies.
Well, her boyfriend was there. Her boyfriend was there too. Her dad left before we started the movies, but yeah. Then January and I pull up a list of baseball movies and like start reading the plot because I've heard of zero of them basically, like Bad News Bears and The Sandlot, and like now we're at the end of my baseball movies League of Their Own, but like we'd read through these themes, and I bet you, being a guy who's A, seen a lot more movies than me, B, has a lot more interest in baseball movies than I've historically had. So there's really three main themes if you take out like documentaries and historical movies from baseball pool. And I'm like, and Major League absolutely fits into one of the major ones. We like read through probably 50 different movies. So Major League is evil owner takes over and tries to shut down a team with, that's a major theme. There's like 20 movies that have that theme.
Right. Okay.
Not joking. And Ted Lasso too. Ted Lasso, same premise. Then there's like they always tell them ragtag team, or like
Which
it's like
Major League is the overlap with
right, like or we've got like marginalized group, like or like underprivileged kids, some ragtag group of kids that like takes on,
bends
like,
the rules and rises above.
And wins the big game, whatever, at the end. And then the last one that we noticed is this, like, the last chance for, like, the old pro, like, he's like, he's coming back, he's got one season left. And then Bull Durham fits right into this, right? Kevin Costner's role in that. And, like, so then there's, of course, like, Air Bud, the baseball one, which is like a dog and a raccoon play baseball. But
there is the rookie of the year. I mean, there is this like total outsider person who has no business, or creature who has no business playing baseball. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I was just reading one that's like, this was, I pulled up the Wikipedia list, and that is not what January and I were referencing, but my God, there are a lot of baseball movies. The first one is from so far back, I was like, they made movies back then? Like 1898?
Wow, no,
I'm
with you. That's like Thomas Edison's first, spinning the thing.
This is a short, it's a short film depicting a 1898 baseball game between Reading and Newark.
Mm-hmm. My two favorite teams from that era.
And the next one is... Right. Then the next one's in 1911. I'm like, I thought we made movies starting in like the 20s, but anyway. Yeah. But like right at the top, pretty early in this list is like, the Cleveland Indians have like a great second pitcher, but little do they know it's a girl. Whatever. It's like, yep, totally. Like just some outside person I think it's so funny. So anyways, we have another freeze coming this weekend, so I'm very much looking forward to our next baseball movie.
Right.
Like, I don't know which way we're going to go with it. I was hoping Sandlot.
Oh, right, sure. That one's, I've never watched that start to finish. It's certainly a list, well-deserved spot on the list of classics. I would think, yes. Yeah, I would think that'd be next on your list.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't have the same theme either.
You could make a case, not a strong case, but you could make a case that Field of Dreams is not actually a baseball movie. Can you make that case?
I'm laying it pretty baseball. Sure,
take.
Like, I mean, you can also... Yeah. Okay, so then hotter take, Major League, also not a baseball movie. That's just a love story.
Well, here's my distinction. Like Kevin Costner, the main character and the main character's family are not actually baseball players, and they're not part of playing the baseball or making the baseball happen or saving the team or the...
Okay, so one of the ones we read was like $300 million chance or something like that. This is
never heard of
it. You have it. It's from like the 80s. I gotta find the right name, but this one I feel like I was like, is that really a baseball movie? I don't know that sounds like it's got like Richard Pryor.
Okay,
in it,
sure,
I think.
yeah.
So where is this fucking movie? Like, it basically the premise is like this minor league baseball player has an uncle who dies, who has an elaborate will. He has to do all this stuff in order to get $300 million. And I'm like,
that sounds like that's Brewster's Millions you're talking about, isn't it? That's not a baseball movie.
Is it?
Brewster's Millions. You're right. Okay, sure. Richard Pryor baseball movie is Brewster's Millions. He is a baseball player in that, but it's not about him.
Right. See, that's like not really a baseball movie.
No.
Right?
Boy, that's a classic, and it gets a IMDb rating of 6.5 and a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 39% and a Metacritic rating of 37%.
Well, you should look up what Major League 2 or like the very last Major League movie. That one I think January said had a...
I think it's supposed to be. I think it's awful. Yeah, 5% rating.
No, yeah.
5% Rotten Tomatoes.
Right, yeah. It's something. It's like the lowest rating I've heard of. I think.
Roger even gave it a 1.5 out of 4.
Yeah,
Like,
nice. Yeah, I think it got a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like
unbelievable.
that.
Yeah,
Like,
unbelievable.
yeah.
All right, we need to
So-
take a look at the portfolio, Kalyn.
Let's do it.
All right, here's the portfolio. There's really only one thing to talk about today, and that is silver.
Plummeting.
29% today. 29%.
Damn.
Gold down 10%.
Wow.
I want to show you this
Wow.
chart of silver.
This chart's gonna be wild because they just were doing great.
It's
right?
let's go to the.
Well, I think we were up like 25% or something before.
Well, even after losing
I mean, it
29%, we're still up 10 or 15%. So
Jeez
it's
Louise.
it's just
Does this mean that your personal stock portfolio, the stocks are doing well? Because you said metals do
no,
bad.
everything's doing poorly right now. It turns out, but the metal, yes. So here's the past couple of weeks in silver.
What
For
happened
the
today?
listener, it's been climbing, rocket ride straight up, and then today it just boom plummets, retraced. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know if they have answers yet. I know that what they were talking about for the stock market being down was that Trump named Kevin Warsh as his Fed chairman candidate, and some people think that's a terrible idea, but
Yeah, and people are like, don't dig that silver out. We better leave
yeah,
it for later.
if Kevin Warsh is around, I'm not buying silver.
Yeah, like, whoa.
No.
Sell. God.
Don't you know Warsh is terrible for silver?
Like, oh my God. Like, yeah. You gotta get chills just hearing
No,
the name.
I'm looking forward to hear what all these podcasters have. I this week across my screen came podcasts. One said silver will hit 500 by summer, and one said $1,000 silver is not out of the question. These are titles of podcasts, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put some stops
like-
on my positions. So I put stops on all my metals positions, and I got stopped out of almost everything today. Uranium's still alive,
Wow.
but I got stopped out of silver miners, gold miners, silver.
So that sold all your shares?
You can set it for as many as you want, but I set it up to sell them.
Right,
all.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, because you don't. Yeah,
I lost.
Yeah.
I set them for 10% below the current level. So today I lost 10% instead of losing 29%. You know, so
Well, hopefully you'd already made more than.
no,
10%.
exactly. This was like paper profits. I lost the 10, but this is every day I was like ratcheting up the stops because the thing's going up and up and up. I'm like, this probably ends violently. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've never been in a silver boom.
I'm so curious. Right? Yeah. I mean, maybe we're still in it. Who knows? Like maybe this will be like the new Fannie Mae.
New Fannie Mae in the.
Maybe it'll be like you're 7 and 5, but now I don't know what the numbers were on that stock.
Well, it's been like eroding.
Now we should buy again. We should buy
It's time
right
to buy
now.
Fannie Mae right now. Go out, get it.
No, not Fannie Mae,
Silver.
silver or Fannie Mae, maybe both. I don't know what's going on with Fannie Mae.
I think I want to see how things settle out, but you could make a case for buying these metals again. I just wanted to be. I was like, if it falls 10%, I want to take a breath and reassess. I don't want to just sit there and bemoan I've lost 30% of my money. You know.
Right. No. Yeah. I was not second guessing your approach. That's for sure. That's.
But yeah. It's silver down 29, gold down 20. This is gold miners down 12%, silver miners down 15%.
You know, I was gonna buy, and then I moved the money. I figured out how, and then I forgot about it.
And you still might. Well, maybe it's time now. I would give it a couple days and see if it's starting to show.
Yeah, let the weekend.
Let the weekend. So just take a break over the weekend.
Take a little break. You think about it. Everybody needs to take a step back. We all need to calm down.
It's an overreaction to the Kevin Warsh thing. You know, Kevin Warsh is not so bad. You know, silver. You know.
And, you never know. He might die soon.
He does hang around with snails and bats.
Yeah, probably some bees and stuff too. Maybe a hippo even.
Or
who knows?
He also might be a vampire. I don't know. Maybe he can't die.
That's true.
Maybe he's an evil minion.
Yeah.
Of Donald Trump's.
Yeah.
All right, Kalyn, that's what we got today. That's what we have time for. This has been a fun and exciting wild ride of a what should we call these? This is like the express version of the
an
express episode.
That's good.
Let's
for
cue
you.
the music. That's right. You have been listening to Robert and Kalyn vent and talk about things that kill people and Kevin Warsh and declining silver. If you are interested in these topics and want to hear more, you better go somewhere else because who knows what we'll talk about next episode. But if you like our style and whatnot, then like and subscribe. Send this to all your friends. Send us an email. Kalyn, figure out what the email is. It's in the show notes.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just leave us a comment.
Yeah. Why would you go to all this trouble to send an email? You could just leave a comment. Like, what are you, an idiot?
Yeah.
God. So anyway, I think that's about it. Oh,
Anyway,
we
have
have
a
to
great
give
week.
them one reminder, Kalyn. It's not financial investment advice. We'll see you later.
Oh yeah,
Bye-bye.
this was not financial.
I know it sounded a lot like, as we were going down the list of things that kill humans, I know you're thinking,
Yeah.
this is excellent financial
Yeah, we're like,
advice.
snakes.
Yeah.
Don't go to Africa. That's it.
That's right. Don't go to Africa. And do not vote for Kevin Warsh for Fed president. All right, we'll talk to you later.
That's right. All right.